students of class 9, you are welcome back to the e-classes now. Let us continue our lesson in geography. We are doing natural vegetation and wildlife, and we have reached ecosystem. In our previous class, we have learned about ecosystem, what is called an ecosystem. Now we'll go to the biome. What is called a biome? Now here, very large ecosystem is also called biome. A very ecosystem can be found in a small area. For example, a pond. In the pond, there are aquatic plants, aquatic animals, they live together. There is give and take. But biome means similar type of ecosystem, but in a large scale, that is in the sea. The sea is very big. So that in this way, ecosystem can be found in a small field, small pond. And biome can be found in a big area, or maybe in a country, maybe in a big state or big larger area. So that is called, very large ecosystem is called biome. It has distinct means very clear. It has distinct type of vegetation. There in those areas you will find a special kind of vegetation. This vegetation you will not find somewhere else. So in that area is called biome. So this biome has a distinct type of vegetation. Now here, number 2, biomes are identified. Identified means known. You can recognize. Identified means recognize. You know. On the basis of plants. According to the plants, biomes are known. There are different types of vegetation. Here, there are altogether 5. Biomes are identified on the basis of plants. So now first we will talk about the plants, then the plants type of vegetation, then you get plants. Number 1, tropical evergreen forest. Tropical evergreen forest, that's one big biome. Tropical deciduous forest, that is another biome. Tropical thorn forest in the desert areas. Montane forest, or the forest found in the mountains, that is called montane. Montane means mountain. Montane forest and mangrove forest. Now where do you find these type of trees or forests? Let me give you in short. Tropical evergreen forest, we'll go one by one. We'll learn one by one. But here I'll give you in general. Tropical evergreen forests are found in those areas where heavy rainfall takes place. Heavy rainfall. They do not have a fixed period or time to shed their leaves. New leaves are coming and old are shedding. You'll find the flowers, fruits, everything at a time. Here in Hindi we call Baramasi. Here these tropical evergreen forests are like that. They do not have a fixed period or time to shed their leaves. They do not have a fixed time to get their fruits ripened. Fruits are ripening. Here some are growing, some are flowering. Everything is happening at the same time. So tropical evergreen forest, this type, where heavy rainfall. Tropical deciduous forest, having moderate rainfall or less rainfall. Moderate or less rainfall, deciduous forest. They are thin. This is very thick. This is very thin. Tropical thorn forest. In the desert areas you will find thorny forest. Plants having thorns. You know why plants have thorns there? In order to protect the water. Transpiration. You know that plants have got their leaves. From the leaves excess water is thrown out. That is called transpiration. Have you learned? Transpiration?
Yes, sir.
So, but in the desert areas, if the desert plant has got leaves, then that means all the water will be evaporated from the leaves and the plant will die. That's why they have thorns. The leaves are modified into thorns. So they will protect the water. So tropical thorn forest, montane forest found in the mountain areas, and mangrove forests are found in the deltas near the seashore. We'll talk about that one by one in detail. So tropical evergreen forest, this first one. Yeah, number 8. Here I have given you a short points and more are there. Since there is no space. Here, these evergreen forests are found in the areas of heavy rainfall, more than 200 centimeters. more than 200 centimeters of rainfall, there you will find evergreen forest. The forest is very thick and the trees are very tall and they have a very broad leaves. Their leaves are very big. That's the characteristics. Why they have a very big leaves? The plants have got very big leaves. Why? The reason is because the area receives heavy rainfall and the roots will always absorb the water. And the water has to be evaporated faster. Otherwise, if the water collects inside, then the plants will die. आपने देखा होगा, during the flood, many of the mango trees they dry up because of the water. We call it Okanila. Why? Because the root absorbed the water, too much of water. The leaves could not transpirate everything, so it dries. So here in this evergreen forest, the leaves are very big, so that more water can be transpirated. So for that purpose. So here, heavy rainfall and these plants remain green throughout the year. These plants remain green throughout the year. They do not have a fixed time to drop their leaves or shed their leaves. So they do not have a fixed time to shed their leaves. So more are characteristics. We'll talk about more characteristics of the evergreen forest. They are very tall trees with big leaves. They require, nature has given them these characteristics, this quality, so that they can transpirate water all the time, because it is flooded with water all the time due to heavy rainfall. So if they have small leaves, naturally all the plants will dry up. There won't be any kind of forest. So for that, nature has provided this. Everything, nature is dependent on nature. So we'll talk about more characteristics all here. There are more. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for your presence and your attention, and for being with me for this class. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the next class and continue.